Hi everyone, I am Naeem. I'm the founder of Zeebo, and today I'm going to talk you through my step-by-step guide on how to reduce OTA dependency. It might be of interest to know that when I started off operating vacation rentals and service apartments about 10 years ago, the first thing I did was actually set up a WordPress website to try and get some bookings and send that around to friends and family. And then later on, actually ended up advertising it on Airbnb, which was just about getting going in the UK. And I started getting some bookings from there as well, some from websites, some from VRBO. And then at some point, I ended up putting it up on Booking.com. What happened over the following years as a business school is I ended up getting most of our bookings through OTAs. Now, you might ask, what are OTAs? OTAs are it's a shorthand for online travel agencies or online travel aggregators. They're basically portals, websites like Airbnb, like Booking.com, VRBO, Expedia, which help you gain visibility and get bookings, and they will keep a cut from the earnings. So they could keep up to 25%, which adds up to a huge chunk of money. And as my business scaled, I started realizing that, these websites were getting as much money in their pocket, or not more than what my profit actually ended up being after I pay for everything. And I got on this quest to try and reduce my dependency on these websites. So what happened over the years to come is I started building a lot of tech, and I managed to reduce my percentage of bookings that come from third-party websites from something like 90%, and we now run on 50 to 60% direct bookings. So we only get about 30 to 40% from third-party websites right now, and then some from other agents as well. So in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to give you actionable steps to show how you can do the same thing and achieve high rates of occupancy, primarily with direct bookings. So first of all, I'm going to talk you through why you also need a direct booking website, or if you already have a direct booking website, why you need a website that attracts bookers and converts bookers, because without those 2 points, you're not going to get the money in your pocket at the end of the day. It is extremely important, like COVID showed to a number of hosts, that you build your business, you build your brand on ground that is essentially yours, where you're not having to pay a cut to a third party. That's one thing. And the other thing is where you make your own decisions, more importantly. So with most of these third-party websites, if the guest complains, if the guest wants to change something, whatever it may be, you always have to get approval from the OTA to make the change. Whereas if you have your own website, not only are you putting your own branding out there, and you're not paying fees, and you're helping build your business, but also any issues that arise are a lot easier for you to solve, and your communication with the guests is always direct. So there's no beating that. Now, if by this point you're saying, yay, I'm all for direct bookings, I want to have a direct booking website, or I want to upgrade my existing direct booking website to help get more direct bookings, but you don't know where to get started, this is exactly the right place. So over the last 7-8 years, I've put together a large team of developers, and we've built a state-of-the-art tool that'll help you get your own direct booking website within just a couple of clicks. If you head over to Zeebo.com and click on Create My Direct Booking Website, all you need to do is either add the information if you're not listed already or on Airbnb, or if you are already listed on Airbnb, you just copy and paste the link to your listing into Zeebo, and within a couple of minutes, you'll get a website on the other end with your pictures, with your amenities, the details on your listing, and with a live booking system all built in. Now, that's not all. Zeebo's websites have a huge range of capabilities. You can brand them with your logo, your color, your fonts. You can add custom pages. You can run a full blog on there. And you've got lots of customization in terms of setting all the SEO metadata to get picked up by search engines to ensure you maximize your rankings. And we also have developed integrations with various Google tools like Google Search Console, Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics. And for those of you who are in the know on the marketing side, we even integrate with GA4 e-commerce tracking. What that means is you can ensure that you're tracking your customer all the way from the moment they get to your website to the moment where they actually finalize the booking and make payment for it. Doing so allows you to track your return on various marketing campaigns. So if you put a certain budget towards a campaign, you can then track how much money you actually earn in bookings at the end and work out your ROI. We've put a lot of effort in the last couple of years in revamping our user interface, make it really crisp, really friendly and easy to use. And hopefully you can see the results speak for themselves. Not only does Zeebo allow you to build a direct booking website, Zeebo is built for companies, for operators that are looking to grow their business to hundreds of units. And to help you achieve this, we have built a system that deals with the intricacies of growth. So you might have the need to have several direct booking websites. You might have just acquired a small hotel to run besides your vacation rentals, or a guest house run with your service apartments, or you might want to tier your offering and sell your listings for different brands. So Zeebo's multi-brand capabilities allow you to run several websites at the same time, all pulling from one central source. So if you need to update your photos, if you need to change your prices, if you need to change your availability, you do that all within Zeebo, and all your websites will automatically get updated in real time with that information. So now that we've spoken briefly about how to set up your own direct booking website and the importance of it, I'm going to talk you through the importance of capturing data from guests who are staying with you through any channel that they book through, and how you can use that to retarget them and remarket them to ensure that they come back again and again and book with you directly in the future. Besides building a website for you, Zeebo also allows you to integrate with over 200 channels. We can either connect to your existing listings, or if you're adding properties, we can also help push those listings out so you don't have to go and manually create them on each website. Now, once you get a booking from any of these websites, booking will flow into Zeebo's centralized calendar, and all those bookings will get streamlined into our online check-in process. This replicates the ease of handling bookings that you receive through Airbnb on websites that you might find more complicated to handle, such as, for example, Booking.com. And it also ensures that your direct bookings go through a rigid process until they get to what we call the check-in ready status. As part of this process, we help you capture the email addresses and phone numbers of your guests, including GDPR-compliant marketing consent opt-in. So what this means is that once you've got a guest, you're able to now get their direct contact information by sending out the online check-in link, getting them to fill it in, getting the marketing consent, and then adding that to your marketing database. So whether you're using MailChimp or HubSpot or another tool to run your direct email campaigns, you can streamline the collection of all the guest details within that database. Now, this isn't all we do to help drive repeat bookings. We also have branded automated messages and branded invoices that share your logo and your link at the bottom and prompt guests to book direct and save for the future. And at the same time, we also allow you to create promotions. Now, the promotions can be used on the website to get a discount when booking. And what is special about them is that you can have voucher codes associated with those promotions. And you can use those voucher codes for different marketing campaigns. So, for example, you could run a Mother's Day special where people get 10% off if you use a specific voucher code when booking through your website. Using voucher codes enables you to also follow up with and to assess the success of your different marketing campaigns, because you can see which campaign targeted the guests and got them to book again. You could also use voucher codes to help drive referrals. So if you've got guests who stay with you and they're happy with you, you can give them, refer a friend, and that could help a friend who stays with you get 5%, 10% off, or whatever you think you'd like to offer them. Now, Zeebo's online check-in process allows you to also capture additional information on your guests. So you can ask for things like purpose of their stay, you could get their date of birth, you can ask your own custom questions if you want, depending on what it is that you want to understand about your ideal customer profile. And once you've gathered this information, Zeebo makes it extremely easy for you to filter through this data or to export the data into a third-party tool like MailChimp and to then run different marketing campaigns. Some of this targeting can already be done within Zeebo. So for example, you could send an automated message to anyone who books at the moment that they book to ask them whether they'd like to extend their stay and give them a voucher code right there in that email that they can use to book that extension. By doing so, not only are you ensuring you're getting additional revenue, but you're also cutting down on your cleaning costs, because if it were a new booking, a new guest, you'd have had to change over between the guests, and you're able to save that by offering extensions. You can also use our inbuilt automated messages to help send information out and to personalize communications with your guests at different points in the booking. For example, you might want to send check-in instructions before they arrive. You might want to have a follow-up following their check-in to make sure that they're happy. And each of these touch points all the way through checkout and post-checkout will enable you to build a closer relationship with guests and encourage them to book directly with you in the future. Now, my passion for direct bookings doesn't stop here. I've actually taken some steps to go above and beyond this. In certain jurisdictions around the world, OTAs will hinder you from being able to undercut them. However, there are certain jurisdictions like the European Union that have imposed certain rate parity restrictions. So OTAs are not able to force you to not undercut them through a third-party website, while they can force you to not undercut them for the same offering on your own website. So thinking about this and trying to come up with a way of overcoming this restriction, I thought that by setting up our own free OTA, where everyone can publish their listings on, we would be able to always offer a cheaper price for the same offering compared to somewhere like Booking.com that offers a best price guarantee match. And having this communal interface would enable us to all help each other as well, refer guests, book through our communal OTA. So we've developed this OTA. It's called Zeebo Direct. It's free to list on. There's no monthly costs. There's no commissions underneath the bookings. It's there to help my own property management company and other hosts around the world to share the love, to share the bookings, to get more exposure and to get more direct bookings, essentially. Listing on Zeebo Direct is extremely easy. All you need to do is open your listing on Zeebo and click on the button to publish your listing to Zeebo Direct. One of the things that I learned early on in trying to drive direct bookings is the importance of data and data analytics and ensuring that you're not wasting money. And one of the positive things with OTAs is that they're taking the risk of spending money to drive the bookings in the first place, and you only have to pay them once they place a booking for you. Now, if you're smart about it, you can reduce that marketing spend if you want to look at the OTA commission as such, but you need to have the right tools and the right data to be able to do so. So, for example, Zeebo's integration with Google Analytics now helps you track your spend, track your conversion, see where people are dropping off, and try to optimize your booking process. You can also use our Google Search Console to help look at your direct traffic and what sources they're coming from, and keep adding content to reinforce those keywords that are driving the direct bookings for you. And now I just want to talk you briefly through one of our success stories. In the background, we've actually been working on releasing some advanced customization tools for building websites with a drag and drop website builder. And we've tested this out with one of my own hotels, Lovelady Shields Hotel. Take a look at the website. It looks fantastic. And hands down to the team and the designers, they've managed to make the whole look and feel of the logo flow throughout the whole website. You can see these lovely elliptical shapes throughout the whole homepage. And this enhanced look and feel of the brand has really helped us drive more direct bookings. It builds confidence with the guests. It shows that, we're something unique, and guests love that. Guests have got fed up of booking the same hotel stay. They want to go to boutique hotels. They want to have a special experience. They don't just want to have a bed to sleep on for the night. Being able to have this increase in direct bookings has meant that we have had significant financial savings. And we've also been able to build guest loyalty, to increase guest spend per booking, and to encourage guests to come again and again on a regular basis. So in summary, today I've talked you through a bit of my history, why I came about to care about direct bookings, how they've helped me and others save significantly on their OTA commissions, and how you can easily set up a direct booking website and use all the tools built within Zeebo to help drive more direct bookings. I hope you found this information helpful and actionable. If you want to get started, just head to zeebo.com and sign up on our free plan, get your own direct booking website, drive repeat bookings, and showcase your listings on Zeebo Direct, our free OTA. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, comment with any questions that you might have, and follow me for more tips and tricks for your vacation rental business.